All right, we're live. Duncan and Fred's podcast, episode 2. We got Dan over here.
Hello, I'm Dan, the boy genius. How's it going?
There we go. And now we're live.
We've
And
been live.
We just have some
Mark.
deep
Wait,
web. Oh, yeah, we
didn't do
Mark.
introductions at all. Just me.
And Mark's here.
We got Joey here too. So yeah, we're all set.
So, what do you fancy?
We were just talking about some deep web shit.
What do you fancy? Where are you going with that question exactly?
I don't know. What do you fancy doing?
What do I fancy doing? I fancy. I don't know, man. That's kind of a hard question to answer. Or should it be? Maybe that's saying a lot about myself. What do you fancy, Mark?
I fancy this wine. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Some
It's
Salmon
cheap.
Creek.
Drinking some Salmon Creek, the cheapest of the
Cabernet.
cheap, only the best.
But it's so good. It just...
It's really not that bad.
Because it's not
My voice just
fancy.
popped.
I don't know anything about wine.
You know how to drink it. That's all you need to know.
I know to get fucked up from it, dude.
Stop the
Goddamn
vibe, bro.
It's like some people are so weird with wine. It's like, no, like I don't drink wine. But, like it's alcohol. Like if you drink alcohol, like why wouldn't you drink? Unless you just like really don't like wine.
Wine is definitely particular. I didn't like
Yeah.
it until like a couple years ago.
Yeah, you have to like drink it like not like just like consistently. Then like it's good.
I
Just like
associate
anything.
wine with just really annoying and pretentious creative writing majors.
Yeah.
Just instead of like going out on a Saturday, they're like, let's just have some wine at my house and talk about our shitty stories and just talk over each other.
Yes.
So it's nothing really against wine. I hate it's just the stigma I've
There's a
developed for
lot.
it.
There's a lot of that too. Like people are like, oh, I know, fucking like wine's awesome, but it's like they act like they know like a bunch of bands like this like above thing.
Dude, you know what's crazy about wine is sommeliers. Have you ever seen that? There's like a documentary called Soma. It's just about. Do you know what a sommelier is? It's
No.
it's like a wine taster, like a professional wine taster,
Oh.
and they can like to the year, and they like know where a wine is from, when it was made, what type of wine. They can tell like every detail about just from one sip of wine. It's like, oh, this is Napa Valley, 2007, whatever
That's
else is about
so
wine.
crazy.
That's crazy that your taste buds can be that advanced, and we just kind of don't utilize them at all.
Right? And that's like something that they like train too. Like those motherfuckers like make money like doing that stuff. It's so crazy. So
Yeah, I don't really know-
like I just taste wine, like get drunk all day.
I don't really get why
There's
they get
more
paid
than
for
that.
it, though.
Yeah.
I guess you trust them on good wine or something.
Like critics and stuff. But I guess if you're trying to make a really good wine,
Weed critic.
that would be the fucking.
This
No,
is
they
Northern Lights.
dude, they totally have those too.
That's gonna become a thing if it's not already.
Yeah, I'm sure it's somewhere.
Definitely here in Colorado. There's some.
Maybe.
How do you know when you
maybe
go to market
maybe
as a-
California too?
As a seed buyer, what to buy. You got to,
Go to market.
you know, what seeds are we going to buy for our inventory for the year?
All the pot shops are gonna go public.
You have to read all the critiques from all the critics.
Are there any public weed companies? Like, can you buy stock in Native Roots?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I feel like that would make like
So
some headlines.
I heard that Native Roots bought like Mile High Stadium.
I heard that too.
Is that
Or
true?
they're in the, like, they submitted a bid, at least.
That's fucking crazy.
That would just, like, make Denver the weed capital.
Oh yeah.
If our fucking
Our
football
fucking
team.
football stadium's named after a pot company.
It's just too bad that green isn't already in the Broncos colors.
Yeah.
Fucking bright orange. That is the worst color for a sports team.
There was this one time to go off. It was when the Broncos were in the Super Bowl. This girl came to walked into my apartment just like randomly. Like my door was unlocked. She was like fucked up as hell, and she was like, "Hey," she starts like crying. Like I don't know where I am. I was like, "Oh my god!" Like it's like 11:30 at night, and like she starts like saying like, "Do you want some Molly? Like let's find some Molly." I was like, "Well, no, like I don't know you. It's weird." And then she like starts like yelling the N-word at me and calling me the N-word.
That's appropriate.
And then like saying that like she knows a bunch of these like black guys who are gonna come and beat the shit out of me. And I'm like, oh, okay, like where do you live at?
Do they
Like,
know you speak like this though?
yeah, it's like come on, and then like they like I like finally she couldn't tell me where she was trying to go to. Like I'm just gonna call Lyft for you. Just gonna get you the fuck out of here. She couldn't tell me, so I had to call this guy in her phone and be like, "Hey man, like, can I send this girl to you? Like, I don't know who she is. She's watching my apartment. She's too drunk to tell me. Can you like take care of it?" He's just like, yeah, send her over.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
again.
What's your two questions here. What's the drunkest story you ever had? Like, where you're ashamed? Or what is the drunkest person you've ever had to deal with?
Ooh. Mark, you want to go first?
I gotta think.
Not just drunk, like fucked up in any sense of the word.
Yeah.
Could have been from other substances.
It was like my friend's 21st birthday, and I got like so drunk I like cried. Like ruined the birthday.
Oh no!
You ruined the birthday because you cried?
Yeah, I was just being a complete psychotic. I didn't eat all day, and I ate so much food. I had this like breakdown.
What were you crying about?
I don't even know, dude. Like I was like trying to get on this bus, and they didn't want to get on this bus, or vice versa. I don't know, but
That's so ridiculous.
I like never been so hungover after that. It was so crazy.
Are they still your friends?
No.
All right, that was a pretty bad night for
The
you.
relationship. That's ridiculous.
What about drunkest person you've dealt with?
Like danger. Like, oh god, this person's so drunk.
Or hilarious, or
This person's
Oh,
going to
or both.
Actually, no. Well, yeah. Aaron on the last podcast, him and I went to a M Machine concert at the Bluebird, and
Oh, yeah.
we like looked up to these guys. We love like it's all we listened to. We're like, oh, M Machine, they're coming, and Aviva was opening for them, and I knew her in school, so I went, saw her, and it was like she was rocking it. It was sweet, and then Aaron like snuck in some Bacardi. No, what's the other one? Burnett's. In like a Ziploc
Even
bag.
better.
That's disgusting.
And it was like cherry flavored. He put it in his pants and like traded off in the bathroom drinking it. But I hadn't like drinking that much back then, so I like faked it. I just like I didn't take any. And then he came back and he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna finish the bag now. If you took your part." Or something. And so he got so drunk he hit on some kid's mom right in front of her.
That's so funny.
wow. Wait, how old were you?
I
Like
don't know,
18?
19 maybe.
Nice, dude.
20. I don't know.
Just being dumb fucking
But
kids.
yeah, I was sober, but he was like, I don't know where I am. We're like in the front row. Right as M Machine's like coming on, doing the stage switch, I had to call a taxi and go home.
Damn.
So yeah, I took care of him.
Fuck you, Aaron.
That's so ridiculous. I
And now look at where his life has led him.
Now he's opening
he
for
will
the M
be
Machine.
Opening for M Machine.
that is a giant fucking full circle story right there.
Yep.
I one time, I threw a party. We like used to live in this like super fucking like ghetto house. It was awful. And I threw a party and we made an apple pie moonshine. So we like cooked Everclear with a bunch of apple juice, and like made like just like 4 gallons of this stuff. And I drank a lot of it that night, and it was Halloween. I was wearing like a singlet because I was being like and
Halloween always has the best drunk stories because you're just dressed fucking ridiculously.
dude, it was crazy. There was like this. So I had a singlet on because I was an Olympic weightlifter, and I just kept putting a banana in my pants, like in like the leg of like the singlet, just blackout drunk. And then this girl came up and tried to grab it, and I was like, "Get the fuck away!" And I like yelled at her, and then she left. And then like I got this girl's number, and I just blacked out that night. And I woke up the next day, and I called her 15 times. And I don't know why, but I'm sure it wasn't cool. But yeah,
Fuck, man. Once you go over 10 calls, that's
I don't know. Like
That's
there's no
danger zone.
like there's no I can't even. I have no idea why or like when it happened. Unless it was just like all butt dials, which would be very very strange.
yeah.
Like, what the fuck? He keeps calling me.
You just really wanted to share the banana in your pants.
Yes. It's like, why'd you leave? It was crazy.
Shout out Jack Flash. This marijuana
I thought you got
Thank
green
you,
crack.
Jack.
that didn't have green crack, and that is the best weed.
That guy lied to you.
He did. He said he did, and then he turned around and said he didn't.
Dude,
It's very like.
let's go back
fast.
there.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
fast. I'm happy that I'm not. But it's okay. I still have. Jack Flash to save the day.
Jesus Christ. That's ridiculous. Yeah, drunks.
Get that audio clip there.
This is also a sample
Crinkles.
pack. It's
Yeah.
definitely included.
Yeah,
We talked about
every
this last
podcast
time.
is a giant.
If you download it and you can just, it won't pop open. Dang it.
Fuck, man. This is a shitty sample pack.
Well,
Hey, joining us right now is the star of the podcast.
Duncan.
Duncan is here. And that was a quick cameo from Duncan. All right.
No.
So
That's whatever the fuck he wants.
I just realized, I don't know, I feel like my drunkest experience, I probably don't remember.
Yeah.
I had a pretty drunk time Sunday. I was pretty gone.
was this past?
What?
No.
It was, oh wow, whoops! It was just this past Sunday was your most drunk.
It was pretty bad. It was the drunkest and most recent memory. But I saw some boobs. I touched my tongue to a hot girl's tongue. But I also got slapped in the face by said girl. But
Same girl.
it was all for social media. So it was all just fake. You know, you do it for social media, you do it for the likes.
Just gotta make shit work, man. Gotta get them likes.
I've done unspeakable things on social media for likes.
Man, okay, that brings up another topic, for me at least. The effects of social media on modern day society by Dan Moriarty.
That is
what do
a
you guys,
very good topic.
What are your guys' thoughts on it? I'm pretty anti-social media. Sorry to just drop the drunk thing. I will come back to that when I think of a story, but this is more pressing right now. Yeah, I'm pretty anti-social media. If you want to hear me out, I can explain why.
Do it.
Okay. So, I think...
I have a rebuttal.
Okay. All right. I just feel like social media gives everyone a platform and gives everyone a voice, which at surface value is not a bad thing. Everyone should have a voice and everyone should have a platform. But should everyone really? Because it just makes everyone... We all, I mean, me and Mark, we work in the nightlife industry. And I'd say one of the most common complaints of our patrons is the entitlement that is running rampant. And I think that is largely in part due to social media because people can it's easy to fucking give someone a like on a post. And when you get like 60 likes on something, you feel pretty good about yourself. But you can't let that get to your head because there's always the assumption that you're going to re-like something of theirs. And they didn't even read it. It's just like, oh, hey, one of my friends did something. Like,
Yeah, just like a mindless, like, it's not really. That I totally do agree with. I think there's a lot of people who shouldn't have a platform. I think there's a lot of people who just shouldn't have that. I feel there's a lot of people whose opinions could go without being voiced, like it used to be. But I think the fact that it does give a platform, I think, is a good thing because I think it does give opportunity to a lot more people. But
Yeah, hit it.
yeah, sorry. But I think that it gives the opportunity to a lot more people. But I also think it does empower a lot of fucking idiots to do a lot of really stupid shit.
I thought you were going to say Indians. It empowers a lot of Indians to talk, and we don't want that.
This podcast got crazy. But yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it's a good and a bad thing.
yeah.
I think it has pros for sure. I think
that it's going to be ingrained in like the universe forever now.
yeah.
But I do think it's used highly irresponsibly by a lot of people. You know, like if you're at dinner with someone, you shouldn't be like balls deep in your phone. Just being like, hey.
Mark.
But I mean, at the same time, then maybe you're just talking to who you want to really be talking to rather than the person's. So maybe it's a win
Are
too.
you talking to them? Are you texting them? Are you sending words?
Is it really substantial? Is any of those conversations you have on social media, is there any sustenance to it?
A lot of them are short-lived,
None of them are short-lived.
especially the whole like Tinder thing and like online dating.
Yeah.
That's like, I feel like an unrealized or like the effect that Tinder is having on relationships it's definitely changing the game in a way that I don't think people can see yet.
Yeah, there's a whole new dynamic now.
Because it's just like everything's just so like attention spans are so short from all this fucking media gets thrown at us, and relationships are just like swipe them away practically.
Yeah.
But we're here together
Yeah.
with Duncan.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing. Like, I feel like if you're not, like, I feel like that it should be a priority in everybody's life to have meaningful human-to-human interaction as well as interaction through the social media platforms. I think that's something that needs to be stressed for everybody. I just feel there's a lot of people who don't realize that. But I feel like it should be a more important thing that's talked about. Like, hey, this is good that we have all of this stuff, but we need to talk about this other side too. Like for Tinder, like I just got back on Tinder, and it's like,
How's that going?
What's up?
How's that going?
It's it's going. It's purely just like an entertainment thing. You know, like the chances of me actually meeting a girl that would like actually like substantially date, probably like 0 to none, like probably super super low. But like it's their experiences.
Do you know anyone who has a like serious relationship out of Tinder?
I do know one girl who found her husband.
Whoa. Confirmed you can meet
Yes.
your wife and or husband on Tinder.
But I feel like
I'm sure there's some odds to it. Yeah. It's kind of like a lottery. Like if you meet your perfect woman on Tinder, then win a lottery.
But I mean, it's average Joes just like me or you. I mean, not everyone's just looking to fuck. I mean, are they? I don't know. I've never really used Tinder. I'm not trying to brag about that.
no.
I just
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's like it's a weird thing. Like it's almost it's playing a game. That's what it is. It's like the instant gratification thing. It's
Yeah.
like dopamine.
Match.
Dopamine.
Dopamine. Match. 350.
I just tangled myself up more. What am I doing?
Yes. Oh, she fucking likes me, bro. Bro.
Dude, my Tinder notification sound is just like a chick coming.
Bro. I gotta send her a dick pic. I have to.
It's like,
Dude.
dude, I got a Tinder match, man.
There's something really taking
That's my Tinder notification. Dude, I got a Tinder match.
Yeah.
That's so
So
funny.
I don't have to say it to everyone around me.
So it just announces it every single time. You have to know.
She swiped right.
Hey, everyone around me, I just got a Tinder match. It's looking promising.
Yeah. I just found my wife. That's just like every time. That's crazy though.
And now Bumble is a thing.
Yeah.
What is that? Just girls have to like.
Yeah.
Message first, I think. Contact first. I don't know. I've never even
done
seen it.
Yeah. There's this one. Okay, talk about fucking creepy. So there's this one app where if you walk past a girl on the street, then it tells you that you just walked past her. She has the same app, and you can like her. And if she likes you, then you guys.
Isn't that like
talk.
Grindr? Isn't that how that app is designed?
I don't know.
It's just like people in your like vicinity who like are looking to fuck.
Well, no, but this is like actually like if you're on the street and you walk past somebody, it tells you just walked past Karen,
Oh.
and it shows you like their
Oh.
name. And isn't that fucking weird?
Yeah,
that's
I
weird.
can't
That's
see
like
there
the-
being a whole lot of women on that platform.
Dude, in California, there's a bunch. Our friend Corbin has it, and like he like uses it like all the
But
time.
are they actually women? It's the
Corbin
age-old
does go
question
after
of the
some
internet.
manly-looking women.
It's crazy.
No.
Though. But like the whole like concept that's like super fucking crazy. It's like, hey, I know everything about you. I just walked past you. I don't even have to say hi.
Have you seen the Black Mirror episode about this, where they rate
No.
each other? Dude, watch that tonight. You're talking about good movies? Black Mirror. Netflix
It's not a
original.
movie.
I know, but it's like a bunch.
It's kind of like a movie.
It's a bunch of little movies. So it's a cool TV show.
Because Netflix is changing the fucking game.
But yeah, it's the one about where you just rate people. When you like, if someone bumps into
Did
you.
you say rape people?
No, rate me. That's a different episode.
Super dark.
Someone's like rude to you, you can like down rate them, and like their score goes down, and people
I
judge
have
people
seen that in
off
shows.
So
numbers.
there's like
like-
outcast society of like
Yep.
the downrated.
Yeah, like the
Sure.
ones and the four. The one
What if you
through
just don't
fours
download
are,
the
like-
app though?
It's not an app.
Oh,
It's
it's-
like built in.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
like that's society now.
Yeah,
It's in your like human body.
it's crazy. It's like the iPhone.
Which is
As common.
technology is about to get so ingrained in like our. It's.
I'm
ridiculous.
so ready for it.
That's the worst.
Yeah. We were saying that, just like, it's fucking chip me. All right, let's go. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
that's kind of
fucking
how I
ready.
feel. It's
Yeah,
Okay.
privacy.
Yeah.
if
I don't know.
you know how, like, if you lose there's like medical advances where like prosthetic technology is getting like pretty crazy to where like you can like move fingers and stuff like independently of each other. If you could like cut off your arm, like if the technology advanced so much and you could willingly cut off your arm and replace it with like a better like crazy cyborg arm, would you do it?
I think.
Say it's all like you're a test subject and it's like paid for and everything. Would you do it?
Man, is it like it? So
It has like it has a TV on it.
has it already been
Has your
been tested and does it work?
Yes, it's gonna work fine.
Fuck yeah, I do it. Fuck yeah.
So you would ditch your flesh bag.
Yes.
But you'd have one mechanical strong arm and one normal arm. That's just annoying.
I think it'd be cooler that way.
Yeah.
If they're the same weight, I guess, but
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, no, like it would be
wouldn't
perfect. Like I'm assuming if they're doing
It
that,
would be
like, it
perfect.
would
But you're a
be
test
perfect
subject,
with
so
that.
maybe it goes wrong.
So maybe it's not. See, I don't know. See, that's
Yeah,
kind
okay,
of
how about say
deciding
that's like
factor.
you're the first person then.
How much money do you
Oh,
get?
man, I don't know if I do it. If I was the first, that's scary.
You have to involve money if you're the first.
Yeah.
Well, it's just the incentive is this like cool ass fucking arm that you get for free.
I would definitely have to be tested out first before I did it. But I would totally
Who does it
do
the first time? Is that you, Dan? You do it. You're the first.
Yeah, would you? Well, yeah, would you do it?
I'm on the fence about it. I mean, I haven't really developed exactly what the arm can do past being an arm. So I guess that's kind of a big factor to this
Yeah,
whole
if this
question.
arm can like.
Can it cure cancer?
Like-
Can it give you the best hand job ever?
It's like really
Yeah.
strong. It can like grip stuff. Like if you know that that game, the
bitches
gorilla
love it.
grip thing. Yeah, it's like it sends off a pheromone that like women are just like
They're just like,
instantly
oh, he's
attracted to.
so literally he's a robot.
Fuck that arm.
Literally, he's a robot. That's why I'm dating him.
Fucking arm. It has a vibrator in every finger.
But
Bitches.
the curse of that is they're only attracted to the arm, so like you can't get any action on your arm does.
Same thing with money. If you have a bunch of money.
That's true. I mean, like girls aren't like
rather-
physically sticking dollar bills.
Some are, man.
Like, yeah, you're nice and all, but can I see your money? Like, actually see it.
Can I see a balance sheet or
Something.
Show me your bank account.
and then show me your balls?
Yeah. Okay, deal breaker. So ridiculous.
I feel like we got really sidetracked.
We got super sidetracked, but I did like the technology. No, fuck, I was gonna say something. I totally forgot.
Well, I feel like America in a lot of ways is pretty behind on technology.
Yeah.
Just in terms of like paying for stuff. Just go like to like Europe and it's just everything's so much more. I mean, I hate being one of these Americans who like talk shit on America and thinks Europe's like a million times greater. But you can just like everything moves quicker. Everything like your cards like are just like little tap it on a thing,
Oh, yeah, that was
and that's
crazy.
just getting implemented in America.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of shit that's broken for sure.
The airport was so like futuristic.
In Amsterdam,
Yeah, I was like, this is
dude, they had
beautiful.
grass on the ceiling.
Yeah.
That's fucking
They
crazy.
had like escalators like that were just flat but like tilted. I've only seen like the flat one.
I've only seen- Well, I mean, you're on a 45-degree angle.
Yeah,
it's an
that one.
escalator.
That was cool. Well, it was like
Wait,
just a platform.
is it like flat and it just like goes up, or is
yeah,
it like
just like a.
that's crazy?
I don't know. It just looked nice. Everything was super clean.
I know.
The
yeah.
bathrooms, the stalls were sweet. They were
Dude.
just full rooms, top to bottom.
That's another thing I noticed while on my adventure in Amsterdam. There's like standardized bathrooms. It's the small button for pee and the big button for shit. In every bathroom, like across the board, anywhere you go.
And that saves water.
Yeah, that shit saves water.
Literally.
But you have to pay to go to a lot of the bathrooms there.
There's
Yeah.
also a lot of like medical advancements that are going on over there too. Like, have you guys heard of that like PRP stuff? I think it's called PRP. I could be wrong. It's like they take your
Heard
like
that.
it's like,
that.
they like take your I'm totally gonna fucking butcher this. I think they take your blood and they spin it around with like, fuck, I forgot. But it's something with your blood cells and they spin around it and they inject it back into you and then it like heals your shit.
That's like
It's like something with
kind of
stem
what
cells.
Lance Armstrong got
Yeah.
kicked off of Nike for. Like he was oxidizing his blood or something,
Yeah,
like taking it out and then putting it back in.
Yeah, as a EPO. Yeah. And he was extracting his blood and then oxygenating it, then putting it back.
Do you
in.
think that constitutes as doping?
I think everyone's doing it.
Do you think that's like performance enhancing, like
Oh
illegal?
yeah. For
But it's like-
it's for sure performance thing. But here's
But
my
he
thing.
didn't add anything to his body. It's natural. All that was natural.
But yeah, exactly. So but I think everyone's doing it. I think everyone's gonna take the edge, like the John Jones thing. You follow UFC stuff at all?
No.
Well, he like went and he got busted for steroids, but like he's beat everyone that he's they're saying, well, he's still the greatest, but he had performance enhancing drug, and the guy who now has the title belt, well, he still didn't win. Yeah, but it's like but he was on the juice, but
Thanks, Mark. Yeah, I mean, I get like steroids and stuff. You don't want to encourage that because it's like harmful to your health, and that's going to encourage like the small guy to like, well, everyone else is doing it. This is how I'm going to like compete, and it like encourages you to be unhealthy.
That's the thing.
But like, what if you really didn't want to do it, and then it's like the only way you can do the thing you love is to then harm your health. But it's like, why don't you just like, it's not fair to you if you're trying to be healthy.
Yeah.
But like, that's why the Lance Armstrong thing, is that even like really unhealthy? Like whatever,
Not
that's just
really.
what it takes. Like whatever, just do that every night or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because that's not like, and like here's the thing, like in like UFC, like okay, you're fighting each other, like that's one thing, right? Like you can cause fit, but like if you're in a sport like cycling or Olympic weightlifting or like whatever, right? There's not any like real damage that's caused. You just perform to the highest level that you possibly can, and if that's what makes a level playing field for everybody. Which there are some people who don't need it, who could still get to that high level. But if you're competing at that high level, you're not trying to be healthy. You're just trying to be the best. So it's like whatever you can do, you're gonna take that chance.
Like
What do you think, Mark?
the addiction of winning overcomes the like.
Yeah,
the
it's
sense
like,
of
I
needing
just
to be
like
healthy.
I know that I can beat this guy. If this is what I have to do, I'm gonna do it. Did you guys hear about those two bodybuilders who had died? Rich Piana and Dallas McCarver.
No.
Maybe, I don't know.
It was like one, and like they were on steroids a lot, and everyone's like, oh, it was like steroids that killed them. But now it's out that one of the bodybuilders was snorting oxycodone, and that's what killed him. And the other guy was
That's
injecting.
what gets you swole, dude.
Yeah, and then the other guy was he was injecting insulin. He had like episodes where he was like seizing because he was injecting too much insulin or using too much insulin or like whatever, and he choked on his food and died.
Oh wow.
So like that one's like, okay, yeah, like that fucked you up. Like you were doing that. It's crazy. They were jacked at the gates
That
too.
I don't get. I mean, I get it. It's like an addiction. It's weird that it's like bodybuilding is just like glorified addiction to weightlifting because like they're fucking. I mean, not all bodybuilding. There's some like normal bodybuilding, but like those crazy like muscles on muscles guys. They're just like mutants. They're like fucking not human at that point. Like
it's really crazy.
Yeah, the girls who do it too.
Yeah,
It's
God.
so
Or just
weird.
using so much testosterone. A shit ton of testosterone.
Yeah. Oh.
I can't
Crazy.
imagine what that life is like how you feel mentally.
It's crazy. Well, and
Everything is so light.
to get down to that body fat
this
too,
MacBook.
like there's no padding on your feet. Like your feet's just like basically skin on bone and like touches the ground. Like it hurts and like you can't you're close to death when you're on stage. That's how low your body fat. That's how low your body fat is.
Do you ever see those videos where it's just like big ripped guys just being like, fucking look at you, you're fucking skinny. Look at you. Fucking fuck you. And that's like it. It's just like to motivate you, I guess.
No.
But it's just like big guys just like making fun of skinny guys.
That's ridiculous. That's like that's like kind of some form of cuckolding. Like, hey.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it motivates some people, but it's just kind of funny.
That's ridiculous.
The skinny people do that to fat people. They have those videos.
Probably. I'm sure that. I mean, yeah, that definitely exists. What do you guys think about fat people? Are you on Reddit ever?
No,
Are you guys
sometimes.
Redditors? Do you Reddit often?
Sometimes I'm not not an often visitor. But.
Well, they had a subreddit that was fat people hate, and Reddit like banned it, and it was just like jokes at the expense of fat people. Like it was just like a video of like fat guy falling down, and everyone was just like, "Fucking that's okay for being fat," and that was pretty much it. But they banned it, and I feel like that was kind of weird. I feel like it's kind of censoring just like natural conversation that happens on the internet.
Yeah, I think everyone needs to be able to say what they want to say. That's what I think. I also think too, though, that this isn't like with fat people and obese people. This isn't a like aesthetic thing. It's more of a health thing. And like I feel like with this whole like love yourself movement, we're glorifying obesity slightly. You should definitely love the body that you're in, right? And you have to be confident in all that shit. But at some point, it becomes an unhealthy behavior to say, "I'm just gonna sit here and fucking eat 6 things of ice cream because I'm sad." You know, that's not okay. But I also think everyone should be able to say whatever they want to say. And if you start censoring stuff, that's when you get kind of in trouble.
'Cause I'm all about the bass, no trouble. Yeah, Meghan Trainor sang a song on that topic.
What's that?
Yeah, but like Meghan Trainor's not like fat though. Like I mean, like you know, like she's not like morbidly obese.
Morbidly obese.
Oh my god.
Have you seen her?
No.
I'm just kidding.
I actually can't really join in on this. I don't really know who that is.
What?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, that girl who was saying like, all about that bass.
Oh,
No trouble. Yeah, that one.
All about that bass, about that bass.
Thanks a shit.
Here. All about that bass.
well,
motherfucking
she's
thanks
fat,
I
dude.
get.
I don't care.
Started this gangster shit. This the motherfucking thanks I get.
God, you would
Yeah.
not stop repeating that last night.
That's great.
Mark
Every song
loves
sounded like
rapping.
that song.
What's
I
up?
liked your comment last night about Dada Life. Should we be explaining like these things? I feel like this is kind of so insight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Explain this thing.
Well, I mean, I feel like that would take us further down another topic
That's
of
fine, yeah.
our jobs.
Hey, we're just going.
It's doing it. Talk about what we do.
Should we just
Flowing.
change it to that topic?
Yeah.
I feel weird. I don't like talking about myself though.
Oh, I would
We
talk about
can
yourself.
though,
Do it.
if you guys want to.
Let's do it.
Yeah, do it.
Let's do
This
it.
is
Yes.
wine reverb. But yeah.
Yes.
I want Mark to go first. I would like to hear Mark's life from the perspective of Mark.
Mark, I'm addicted to Oreos.
That's it. All right, moving on.
That's it. I don't know.
So what was this comment that Mark made about Dada Life last night? By the way, if you guys didn't know, Dada Life played at Beta last night. They are the makers of the sausage fat.
Yes, we were talking. Hey, Mark, why don't you give a little preview of what the sausage fattener could do?
and put it right
yeah.
here.
All right. This is
but-
for people who don't know what the
We
sauce
we could do it in post too.
So, Dada Life is a DJ. That's there you go from Sweden, and me and Mark both work at a nightclub.
I'm about to sausage fatten this
And-
vocal up. Wow.
This is
That's-
a plugin that you can
That's
use
disgustingly
to
loud.
produce music
All right. Now we're done.
called the sausage fattener,
It's
and there's 2 knobs.
fantastic.
And I'm not going to go too much more into depth on that because this is getting unrelated to the topic here. But I forgot what I was even going to say. Oh yeah. Oh, your comment that they're just one big brand.
Yeah, they are. They're just one brand.
That was kind of interesting to think about. Man, like it was crazy. Like every moment of that show had there was just like mini moments throughout this whole entire show. There was the smiling masks, the foam hats, the big banana, the small bananas.
Yep.
That's what it takes nowadays in the music industry, it seems like.
Yeah, they're on top of their shit too, and like even their plugins, like they all look the same, they all follow the same. Like what's that other that they have the one that makes the tension.
Oh, I don't
What's
know.
that one called?
It's called like the riser upper.
Something like that, but it's the
they're-
same vibe, and like that sausage too, like the fact the face that's so funny. Like everyone that I've shown that plugin to is that's the first thing that they say. It's like the plugins look cool too, and with the stuff they're doing in their live show, right? Like the pillows and the bananas, all that shit's it's just so on point.
Yeah.
Such detail.
At what point is I mean, the bananas, the champagne, it's like all their gimmick. At what point is a gimmick a negative thing? I feel like everyone points to Marshmallow.
I think when the music's not good and it doesn't like.
Yeah.
You can't I guess you got to back up your gimmick with actual talent.
Yeah, well,
If
like
the
what-
brand's better than the art, then it's like, oh, okay. Well,
But isn't there something to be said and something to respect about a good, well-executed marketing plan?
well, no,
Oh, yeah.
100%. But at that point, if that's all you have and your music sucks, then you need to be working with someone who has great music, and then then you're gonna win.
I just feel like people shit on stuff so often and don't recognize the actual talent. Because, like, it's not like someone like Marshmallow was just developed just by pure luck or by pure chance. It's like, there's some, like, talented-ass fucking people behind that. And for that reason, like, it's something to recognize, I think.
Yeah, that team's fantastic. Like those guys are smart as fuck.
Dylan Francis, another.
Oh, Dylan Francis
Yeah.
is so.
I mean,
good.
that's, like, all him practically, too. So
Getter, Pink Guy, like all those guys.
Some crazy marketing.
Pink Guy, interesting. Wait, is that what you said? Pink
Yeah.
Guy? Yeah. There's just certain people in this world that are just prodigies, just natural prodigies, and can just do anything. Like that being one of them. Dylan
Very, very
Francis.
true.
They're just good at like anything they touch.
It doesn't matter if it's
I'm
like
not,
the
though.
video, the Snapchat, it's crazy. Shit's so fun.
He like reinvented Snapchat for me personally. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was like, wow,
What-
Snapchat can be fun.
And like it goes
It's
back
just
to
fine now.
and like it goes back to that like you're a network, not a show thing. He's a fucking fantastic example of that. Like so many different pieces of content, so many different like characters and shit.
Different characters, yeah.
The YouTube videos.
And now he's
like,
on TV.
And he's a network. Like he's not a show. You know, it's not. Like
But
the
yeah,
same
doesn't he have a
thing over
show?
and over.
Doesn't Dylan Francis have a?
He's like on a show. What would Diplo do?
Oh,
Vice. Free
I thought
TV.
he had a show coming out on, like, TBS
That'd
or
be
something.
crazy if he did.
But it was like a DJ Hansel.
Oh, that'd be great. Oh, that like
Feature.
interview thing. That was hilarious. That was like YouTube through TBS, I think.
Oh,
It was like a YouTube series.
What was that one thing that he did where it was like he played all the different people, like the DJ
that
reality
shit was
show?
fucking weak. Not entertained.
You didn't like the DJ house party?
Not really.
I liked certain characters. The one who's like taking like a pill. Like, what'd you just take? Like, I don't know. I just eat this
Yeah, I
drug.
guess that's kind of funny.
Yeah, like they're like certain parts. That
It's funny
are,
because like
funny.
they make fun of it and they're it. Like they make fun
I know.
of the scene and they're the scene.
It's weird. Okay, I feel like I've been working in the nightclub industry for like 4 years, and I just feel like I am so fucking cynical about it now. Like I used to be Mr. Fanboy up front on the rail, like going hard, taking random pills that looked like video game characters. And now I'm just like, now that I am on the other side of everything, it's just like, everything just fucking annoys me now. I don't know. Is that getting older? Is that
Well,
just any job?
I feel like that too because it's not just for like if it's your career, like like if I go to like a show and like the band sucks, like I see like people on stage who aren't being like professional or anything, that annoys the shit out of me. Whereas before, like I wouldn't really care, but now that that's my job, it's like, oh fuck, you guys are idiots, And like I feel the same thing, like fans annoy me a lot more now too, because it's like, okay, like listen, like you're not even here for the real art that's being
Yeah.
presented to you. You're just here to give it, which is fine, like
I think I'm just kind of a hipster. I just have to accept it.
I feel that.
Yeah. Now that like EDM is just like the thing right now, I'm just like, I can't accept that it's popular.
That's crazy how that genre took over everything. Like it's in everything that you hear now.
Oh, God.
It's so wild.
Wouldn't you say?
Yes.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Something about.
Good.
Damn it is my name.
What?
I said, "Damn it is my name." Yes.
Hey, this brings up a point. What do you guys think of the new Blink-182? With the, what's the guy's name from Alkaline Trio?
What happened? To
I think that the whole thing.
Tom
really,
DeLonge is no longer part of.
I didn't know that band was around still.
Dude, come on. They're like bigger than ever. I think they are bigger than ever
Yeah.
at this point in their career.
Yeah.
They played Pepsi Center. Like they like sell out like big
Yeah, they're doing a lot of shit.
places without Tom DeLonge. I think
The Tom DeLonge thing's fucking weird.
yeah, that is a weird thing. He's just really in. Were you ever into Blink-182, Mark?
Yeah, but like,
That was the first CD I ever had, Enema of State.
okay, I think I was a little after that then.
Oh yeah, I guess I'm older than you.
Like, I don't even know.
I loved those CDs.
It's
listened to them
weird.
on repeat.
That was like Blink-182 was like one of my grown up, getting angsty favorite bands ever, and Enema of State was like my favorite album. And then I went to college, and my graphic design teacher was the dude who did that album cover. Oddly
What?
enough.
That's crazy.
Super weird. He's a cool guy.
Where'd you go to college at?
Knox College in Illinois.
That's crazy.
It was the worst town in America for sure. I would never live there. I don't recommend anyone goes there. If you live there, you should get out.
I'm from Valparaiso, so a suburb of that whole area.
Where?
Valparaiso, Indiana.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, you're right up in there.
Awful.
Most boring part of the country.
The
I
biggest
ain't care.
piece of
I was
shit.
born in Chicago, lived in Illinois till I was 5. I can say this. I'm allowed. I have a friend who lives in Illinois. I can say this.
Whenever I go back, it's just so weird. It's like, and actually, I've like never said this on any like social media, but like going back is so strange. Like living here now and going back there, they're two completely different worlds.
Yeah.
Because I live like in the middle, there's a cornfield on every side of my house.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wow. You're really like one of those houses
Yeah.
that just is like while you're on the highway, just as a house.
No, yep, exactly. Yeah, I was like, we're like on Highway 49,
Wow. Okay.
which goes directly
Really,
to
that
89
is
D4, and then goes
mid-ass west for sure.
Bruh, it's Midwest as fuck.
There's something charming about it. Don't get me wrong. If I was
Yeah.
like 60 years old, yeah, maybe I'd live there.
If I'm like raising kids, I think that's a different like story. You know, like that's why my parents moved there. But it's like,
Yeah, I can't actually imagine what it would be like to grow up in a city.
yeah,
I'm not used to that at all.
it'd be crazy.
Where were you from?
Arvada.
Oh,
It's like 20
He's a
minutes.
native.
west.
so you know what that's like.
I didn't grow up in the city.
Yeah,
It's
you
like,
grew up in Denver.
somewhat
I
in a
grew up in,
metropolitan area.
like a suburb of one. And then I moved here when I was 18, like downtown. And my sister moved here a little bit earlier, so I was like in and out of downtown. So yeah, I guess some of my teenage years.
What were your thoughts on downtown before you moved here, and how did they change once you were in the thick of it all?
I was also a lot younger, but I was just like, it's just another place that had like more stuff. That's like how like young.
That's pretty much.
Yeah, I literally just like, it's a place that has more stuff. And then I like went down. My
More
sister moved down
McDonald's.
here, and I was like, oh, it's kind of like a weird. There's like this mall that I went to once in a while with friends. It was okay. And then I moved down here, and I'm like, well, it was still CVA was like still like out of the city. It was like
Kind of. It was.
we would like longboard through the city
though.
at night. I don't
Yeah.
know. But then like
Be
moving in the
crazy.
lofts was like the city, like right.
Yeah,
in the middle.
that was the game
And
changer,
I was
right?
like, oh, okay, this is the city. There's no
Yeah.
King Supers around.
It was so crazy. Yeah, I remember walking to King Supers from the lofts, like the one that's off like Colfax, like carrying my groceries back. Oh, fuck this! I hate this.
My favorite was the house though, just in the ghetto,
Yeah.
the middle, like an acre of land. Lived there for 2 years. Oh, best times. It was so fun.
I puked on a girl's phone in that house.
Yeah. We all had like house.
Speaking of drunkest moments,
Hell yeah. It all came full.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Like moving, like the city. I don't know. Like I left for a little bit. I moved down by DU for like 6 months, and then, like I said, the house was a total shit. Well, we lived with a slumlord, but or our landlord was a slumlord. But I don't know. Like when I left, I was like, I need to get back. I've never felt so drawn to a place. I don't know. Moving from like the middle of nowhere to here was like, this is where I need to be. Like, I need to be. I like the noise. I like how Saturday night gets crazy. I like living right here next to Union Station. I like this whole aesthetic of it. I don't know. It just fucking gets me super excited.
Yeah, it's always going. I wonder how like much you'd like a bigger city, because this is like so small. It's like developing.
I don't even consider Denver a real city.
Yeah, it's not.
It's like
Chicago, New York or anything like that.
It's like if someone was like trying to give you the general idea of what a city was, they'd show you Denver. But I don't feel like there's not enough, because Denver's so young. There's not like a culture here yet, like an established, like long, ingrained culture. I mean, there is obviously.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to say there's no culture in Denver, but I mean, like a place like New York, there's like so much history there.
Yeah.
Did you just give a hand signal, Mark?
The weed signal is the Colorado culture. You snowboard there, shredding ours, dude.
I don't know, like maybe that's it. It was such a crazy like time, and like like moving here was like, holy shit, like pot's legal, and like, oh my god, I can do whatever I want now. Like,
Yeah, we definitely
that
lived through a pretty monumental time in not only Colorado's history, but like the history of like the country. Honestly,
Yeah.
we were like right here for all of that.
I remember the night that it passed on the news. I was like, holy shit.
I didn't really ever register. I just like that. I never thought it was not gonna happen. I guess.
Yeah.
It just always felt like, yep, this is like the natural progression of things. Like weed's legal. Like, and now like that it's legal. I've forgotten that there's some states it's not legal.
Yeah.
They still have like dealers and stuff.
Most.
I've forgotten about that. I forgot what it's like to go to your fucking friend's house and hang out awkwardly and watch Friends on the couch forever until like finally their friend gets here, like the roommate gets back with the weed. Like all that trouble and awkwardness is just, now it's just go to the fucking store.
Yeah, exactly. That's because whenever I go back home, it's like, not that I smoke weed at home, but anyway, it's like it's so weird because like all my friends are like, oh dude, I got this shit. I'm like, dude, like it's just fucking pot. Like, well, like what? Like no, dude, like it's like I got like it's fucking good shit. It's like, isn't it like all good shit? Like, isn't just pot just like good now? Like, but it's not.
That bad weed? What is that?
Yeah.
Like,
I've never had that before.
At first, so when it was legalized, wasn't of age. Then I turned 21 and I did it, and I was like, this is fun. I didn't think I was going to do it that much because at the time I knew people I get it cheap from.
oh, so it got you hooked?
Yeah, well, no.
That's not what.
Would you say it's a gateway drug?
Whoa.
No, I'm saying I would smoke weed and just buy it like, from friends or whatever before I was legal age of 21.
And now you're addicted?
No, and then I turned 21 and I was like, I'm still going to buy large amounts cheaper than just buy like an expensive gram. And then I was like, oh, I feel kind of cool buying it legally. Then then I got hooked on buying it legally. And
So
the prices were
you're
higher.
hooked on the consumerism aspect of it.
Yeah, it's
You're
kinda
hooked
cool.
on shopping.
That's why I like the Amsterdam though too of
It was
just how much
incredibly
better.
casual. And
Yeah.
man, I blew smoke in a like 10-year-old kid's face.
Yeah, I was
accidentally, obviously. But no one batted an eye. That happened. He was in the red light district, so
Yeah.
I don't know why he was there.
It's probably running
Smoking
it.
weed, bro.
Probably. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe.
But yeah, when I go to Wyoming, it's
Prostitute.
illegal and it's very hard to find. Like,
Man, yeah. Wyoming's like fucking butthurt about it.
yeah,
They're
So
like
is Utah.
Utah, yeah, of course Utah is. I just don't get like, yeah, I realize you're making billions of dollars in tax money, but keep your weed out of here. Like,
It's a-
why do you not want it?
yeah,
It's a
fireworks.
drug.
It's a lot.
We
more
got our
dangerous.
fireworks money.
Yeah.
We're good.
Like, well, if we they're probably like, well, hear me out here. Hear me out.
Yeah.
It's so crazy though, because
Hear
it's
me
like
out.
why?
Hear me
Here.
out.
Hey.
Hear me out.
Hear me out.
Hear me out.
Hear me out.
If you have fireworks legalized and you legalize pot, you're gonna have a whole hell of a problem. You gotta illegalize fireworks if you're gonna legalize pot. You can't have a bunch of potheads running around blowing shit up. all the
Disagree.
time.
Disagree.
Or actually, they just get high and they
I'd
wouldn't
be
want to blow
terrified,
stuff
yeah.
up.
Yeah,
I'd
if you
be
get too
terrified.
lazy.
Yeah, so it's either or, but they could,
What
yeah.
if I burn the whole place
If
down?
everyone's high, they're like,
They would like if
That's
you're
scary, dude.
stoned, you would just get focused on the sparkler and just like
and just
watch.
not let go.
This week in news, Utah's firework community is going down because they legalized marijuana.
People quote afraid to light it unquote.
Doing though, because it's
I don't know,
like,
man. Look at that
fucked
shit.
up. 'Cause,
End
like,
quote.
my buddy Patrick Gilbride came with me to Indiana once over like 4th of July, and like we got fucked up and we're lighting fireworks off, like blackout
Yeah, that's more of a
drunk.
drunk thing. Definitely.
Yeah, but wouldn't we be a little bit safer than
yeah,
like
but that's it's all about the thrill, man. Have you ever had like a fireworks injury or like a
No.
bad experience with fireworks?
No.
I've had multiple.
I've been afraid a few times, like nothing like actually serious.
I lit an entire refrigerator on fire
Fuck.
because of fireworks. It was in a quarry that we used to hang out when we were like, when I didn't drink yet, but we had like,
Yeah.
just did like 14-year-old kid stuff. We had a bunch of fireworks. Those like spinning guys that just spin on the pavement and like make a cool
Yes.
light. We just put a bunch of those in this old refrigerator. Little did we know, refrigerators are super fucking flammable, and that shit went up. And there was like a tower of black smoke that you could see from any point in the city
That's
for sure.
crazy.
So my buddies just like hauled ass to his house, got a fire extinguisher, just like ran over to me, like threw it to me. I just ran down the quarry, and I got to use fire extinguisher for the first time. It was
That's
pretty
so
fun. I
great.
felt like a fireman.
How satisfying is that?
It's pretty
like
satisfying when you're
crying.
actually. I was, dude. I was
While
like,
you do it.
Cryo.
oh, cry.
The part. See, like
But crying,
if
I
the
was
crowd's lit,
crying.
You cryo them.
so exhilarating.
Whoa, dude! The cry was like a fire extinguisher. Getting too lit in here.
Hit him with the steam.
I wish everyone would just get that so I could
I know
use that
that's
more.
yeah.
Cryo's that crazy cold fog shit that like cools down the crowd.
It's when you go to a big ass show and there's like that white fog that happens because it looks cool. That's what we're talking about.
Yes.
That's the joke. Wrapped up. There you go.
It gets fucking hot in the club, man. It
You gotta cool it down when the club's lit.
gets too lit. Gotta,
Fam.
bruh.
Okay, I'm on the. I want lit and fam to end. I want them to end not only as a serious thing that people say, but like
As
as
a
like
joke.
like the ironic aspect of it. It's just gone too far at this point.
Yeah.
no,
Even though we were just kidding around about it, I want to put a disclaimer out there. It's not okay to do that.
Well, I think it gets to that point when people use it seriously, and when they start to use it like seriously, it's like, oh
Yeah,
shit.
it's weird because like among the people I surround myself with, it's only used ironically, pretty rarely. But like, man, when I like am interacting with someone who actually uses that, I'm just like, I don't even know how to like talk to them. Really, it's just like
whoa, you're different.
I know some promoters who talk like that.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, so just like fam and like lit, like
I always like
gangster shit. It's
the
crazy.
person, especially you're talking about. I'm pretty sure. I always kind of like when they use that language. I'm just like, are you like actually serious about how you're talking right now? Because it's so fucking dumb. But like,
It's like you're high. It's like you're high either way.
yeah.
Like you sound so high, or you sound higher, and they're just like use like very short abbreviations for almost every word.
The English language is just, it's nothing, fam.
Yeah, I was my buddy. I helped him drive out Patrick Gilbride, who I was talking about earlier. I helped him drive out to L.A. and he was showing me this Ethiopian love song, and like the lyrics were like, "Your beauty is like an acacia plant, blooming on the still water," something crazy like that, right? And then I was like, "Isn't it funny how in America it's just like pop that pussy,
Dude.
bitch?"
I know. I can't imagine. It's going back to electronic
That's
music.
standard
EDM.
music.
It's
That's standard shit now.
well, I mean, it's most prevalent,
Kind of.
I'd say, in EDM.
pussy,
It's
that, I see that.
so I understand it's fucking hard to respect a music that's just literally repeating the same phrases. It's there's like a Bo Burnham joke about this exactly, where he's like, people just repeat things,
Repeat
like
stuff.
repeat stuff. That was like that joke is just so brilliant. I thought, even though it was just a stupid joke, but yeah, it's just like that is what brainwashing is. Like eventually, like you.
That's where all the
I'm not
lit
meaning
fan
to.
stuff comes.
I'm not meaning to put on my tinfoil hat here, but you know the government has had their hands in some way involved in music.
Yeah, it's crazy
that
because like
aspect of it.
we don't, because like there are some like conspiracies that, like are true, like and these sound
What
like
conspiracy
crazy
do
shit.
you think is true?
I know there are.
Is this
like,
too controversial?
Like all the stuff, all the stuff about, oh fuck, what's his name? The guy who basically made hemp illegal and what's his name?
Tree forest companies.
We'll just go with the guy who made hemp illegal.
Yeah, and made
Politician.
and he was a businessman. And he made it
okay.
so you had to have I think it was the oil in the gasoline, so you couldn't use pure ethanol, so you couldn't use pure alcohol to like run your car. I'm butchering all of this shit, but it was something like that. Like that sounds like, oh yeah, okay, cool, like you just fucking want pot to be legal. Well, no, that's like the reason why they did all that shit was to make more money. That's what fascinates me.
If there's like a money to be made behind something or to cover something up because there was money involved, I feel like that's like usually true.
Yeah.
Like, but shit like the moon landing, it's like, what actual benefit? I mean, I get the whole, we want to just beat Russia, so we faked it, maybe, like, so we staged it. What I heard is that the moon landing was real, but the actual footage of it is fake.
I can see that.
That's like the fringe community of that conspiracy, I think. Because the film couldn't travel through the atmosphere or something is like the grounds for that conspiracy.
Yeah.
But they like needed to show it and like needed to something, so they like staged it, but actually did go.
I can see like I think that that like that's, maybe part of it's true. Like I don't know.
I feel like for every conspiracy theory, part of it is true.
Yeah, there's
in
little
some
blade
capacity.
Truth there. Yeah. Do you guys think the Earth is flat?
Dude, of course it is.
It's fucking flat as a goddamn penny.
I fell off once.
Dude, I went there once. I saw Mark fall off. I was there.
It was.
You didn't know I was there. I was actually there that day.
You guys didn't film a video of it?
My phone died.
So there's a video on the moon though. Is it because there's no digital recording back then? Was it like it record to a tape?
Yeah.
So how could you transfer?
No one could Snapchat their time.
Why no? How could you? So how could you record to tape
that was a long
in
time
space?
ago.
Yeah, that's why people are saying it's conspiracy.
Could you though? See,
I don't know enough about recording.
I've never been to space.
Cameras, man. I don't even know. That's magic.
Especially on the new.
As
iPhone
far as I'm
X.
concerned, cameras are magic. Cameras is magic.
I don't want to know how it works. I don't need to know how it works.
Yeah,
it just
there's a picture there that's now.
Same as the eyeball.
We need to take a picture with you holding Duncan before you leave.
Yeah, before we leave.
Okay.
Just a self-reminder.
Shit's so crazy though. I don't know. There's a lot of people who are fucking like Earth is flat. Like 9/11's fake. All of this stuff.
9/11 has some crazy shit.
I know.
It does.
There is a lot of weird shit surrounding that. But, you can make anything fucking sound fake.
Dude, our president is getting talked down to by the Korean guy, the North Korea leader. Like, better
Who's
sentences.
this motherfucker? He's no one yet.
They're just, like,
he's
tweeting
just
back
gotten
and
power. I mean, so is Trump.
And he's like,
Korea's all like...
He's like, your president's retarded. They basically just said that today.
We agree.
That crazy guy is like, that dude's crazy.
Hey, okay, what do you think about this, though? Everyone's giving Trump shit on how he's talking to North Korea. He's like, we'll meet you with fire and fury. And everyone's like, whoa, man, it's a little too fucking extreme language.
Yeah, that's dramatic.
But that's how Kim Jong-un talks. He's speaking his language. He's just, like, if we say, like, more sanctions, it's like, he doesn't even know what that means, probably. So meeting him with how he talks, it's like maybe he's like, all right.
Well, the world is supposed to end tomorrow, and they're testing bombs over the Pacific.
How does that guy still have like a following?
Oh, dude,
the numerologist that like there's like a certain guy that like is predicted.
On Facebook.
Wait, who?
There's like a Christian or I don't know, like his
is he the one that said it was gonna end on 666 and all that stuff?
Yeah, it's just every time. I think it's like. Every time we hear about it in the news, it's like this one guy that's predicting it. I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
How do you like fucking keep trusting someone? He's like, well, okay, I know I've been wrong the past 4 times. This time though is for real.
So, all right, man. Okay. No, there's this. There's this guy that I teach. There's a student that I teach. I'll keep him nameless. But one time he walked in and he was like really like shaken up, and he's a rocket scientist. And apparently his job is to oversee the missile defense system for the U.S. It's crazy.
And he's taking guitar.
And yeah, and he's
He's like, I need
taking-
to calm down.
Yeah.
So play some guitar.
But he walks up, he's like, "Hey guys, listen." He's like, so crazy. He's like, "I'm dealing with some shit right now." I've never heard him curse like ever. And he's like, "So the stuff that's happened with the North Korea, like, just so you guys know, like, chances are we'll be okay. Chances are we'll be fine."
Okay.
He's like,
no one was worried, man.
yeah, and he's just like, if they fire it, it's gonna miss. We'll be able to get in. We'll be able to shoot down any missiles that even remotely would get into into the vicinity of the U.S. And most of them will crash into the ocean. They don't know what they're doing. California, though, there's a possibility it might get hit. And we're like, what? And he's like,
Our missile defense system, it's great. Except I don't know, we didn't account for California at all.
I bet what you just told this microphone is completely confidential.
I know.
And now
Everyone
we have to
knows.
bleep that whole section out. I think we should do that.
Yeah.
Bleep. We should actually do that. Okay.
Just beep.
Okay. And now we're back.
But then but
Okay.
then
A voiceover. Hey, listen, I fucked up, guys.
no, it should just be like it bleeps for a little bit, but then it just goes back where we were, and he says what he says.
So they think they
Yeah.
missed
What
something.
didn't they say? Damn.
They're talking about the missile crash.
California,
If California's still here by the time this.
we would have no more movies. That's
That's-
smart. Hit
No,
the internet.
dude,
Hey, South Korea, if they don't get hit, though, they have a good Hollywood. They
we
have
just
a
gotta
good,
send Dennis Rodman.
Korea would.
over, man. Dennis Rodman can fix all of this.
Yeah, seriously.
wish
Send
we
him
had
over there.
Superman.
Talk some sense into him.
Yeah, for
Seriously,
real.
would Dennis Rodman be welcomed now still?
They love him. No, they fucking love him. They really, they actually.
Like if he
do.
comes up, they're like, "So what do you think? You think I'm being a little hard? Do you think I should stop firing nukes over Japan?"
Yeah, Cam, like I really think that you're being a little bit crazy. Pitch that down.
Just down right now. He's doing his Dennis Rodman impression.
Yeah. Anyway, that's
really
crazy.
good. He's really good.
That's funny.
But actually, have you seen the Emoji Movie?
No.
No.
Nor have I. I don't know really anyone who has, but it's pretty much like the worst movie that's come out in a while, according to pretty much every critic and Rotten Tomatoes. I think it has like a 5% on
I
or
mean,
something.
there's a character that's the poop emoji.
Yeah, what is that? Okay,
I'm
Keep-
confused.
what is the poop emoji be like? What is the characteristics? What is the personality of poop?
I don't know. Is he
You
just
know?
a really shitty person?
Because I feel
Get
like
it?
I feel like the movie kind of rips off the concept of Inside Out, that Pixar movie, or was it Inside Out?
Is that the emotion one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was actually.
I
about
feel like
to
that was
say
like direct
too.
rip off of that, but they're like, we got emojis, so we have a ton more characters.
Well, they all do the same shit. They all, they're all listening to each other. Heard a brat over there at fucking Warner Brothers has an idea for a movie. Let's do it first.
Yeah. I just feel like the Emoji Movie was the worst thing to happen to movies in a real long time. There's nothing. That's not a concept for a movie, and it shouldn't have ever been made.
If it was dirty and like Seth Rogen did it, it'd be funny.
Like
Like if they were really like over the top.
I
with
think
their
that's
emoji
already a
was.
movie
With like cool guy, be like what's up?
with like
that's pretty much- you're just-
with like foods.
What?
Yeah, and like the emojis could be foods.
No, the food. That's a different movie. Could you plug in my charger?
do you want another animated Seth Rogen movie? Is that what you're saying?
I want
I think-
Sausage Party 1 through 7.
I want
Wow.
sausage party.
Sausage Party Part 2.
And it actually should be. Oh, I don't know. That idea was genius.
It
Sausage
was
Party?
done so
That
fucking
was so
well.
funny.
It's just Toy Story. That movie is just Toy Story.
I don't know about the
no.
plot. I just love the
Here, plug this in, Mark.
plug it over there.
Oh,
That
yeah,
movie
I'll
was
put it.
better
Alright.
than I thought it would be, though. I'll give it that.
I saw it on my birthday. That's my birthday present.
Dude,
I got high and
dope
watched
birthday.
it.
I saw it to be my birthday.
What? Sodomine?
Whoa, that's a radical birthday, dude. Let's talk movies. Have you seen It?
I was
No.
just gonna ask that.
No.
I haven't seen it.
Nice. Has anyone here seen it? Am I the only one? I've seen it.
I've never seen it.
How was it?
It was real good. Okay, you know what I was thinking? Okay, here's my takeaway. Have you seen Stranger Things?
Yes.
The main character kid is one of the friends in that movie.
Okay.
He's not really. I mean, yeah, I guess there's a main character kid, But yeah, he's one of the friends. Main cast. I feel like it was banking off the popularity of Stranger Things in a way. Like a group of kids have a crazy adventure in this kind of thriller, scary situation. It was like it could have been a Stranger Things movie.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. It was good. It was really good. I thought Pennywise was like fucking creepy. Every time Pennywise was on the screen, it was very
How much
unsettling.
was he on the screen?
A lot.
Good.
But yeah,
see it so
I'm
bad.
usually a lot of people, including myself, rip on modern day horror movies because they fucking ruin the spook factor by introducing the main bad guy too much. And even in the trailer, like you see the bad guy, you're like, well, that's it. Like now I know what to expect. But Pennywise was in it a lot, but every time he came into the movie in like a fucking weird or different way, like kind of unexpected. So, and for that reason, I'm in. Shark Tank reference.
There we go.
I love that show.
I want to see the movie so bad.
Pennywise is the clown?
I've heard it so, yeah.
Yes.
Have you ever seen the original
Very
movie?
scary voice too.
No.
You've never
How do
seen
they
the
do his
original
voice?
fucking movie?
I love when they do bad people's voice. I have
He's
not.
like, wait, how did they do his voice? Wait,
Is it like pitched down? Is it
it's like, hi there, Georgie. It's like kind of like, it sounds actually, that was pretty good actually, I think.
it's creepy.
Yeah.
What is the origin story of it?
It?
Why
Like,
is this
what is it
clown?
about?
Yeah. What is this thing
Well,
doing?
they go in, I don't want to spoil, that's kind of like
That's the
a
movie.
little bit what the
Yeah,
movie's
we
about.
can't do
Like a plot overview.
yeah, we
It's-
can't do like a spoiler.
Concept.
Okay, it's like there was a big Easter Day explosion that happened in the town of Derry. I don't know what state. I think it's undisclosed, but it's
Probably
kind of like
Indiana.
some small podunk town. And these kids are getting abducted, and no one really knows what's going on. No one really questions it. But you dig back in history, and there was this like Easter Day explosion where it happened like with the like Pennywise the Clown touring show or something happened, and all these fucking kids died. And now I don't really know what it had to do with Easter though. Now that I'm thinking back, I don't know what Easter, how that played a role in anything. There was not really any eggs involved. Lack of eggs, 9 out of 10 because of lack of eggs.
The balloons were the eggs.
I mean, there were eggs in this new It movie. There were eggs, confirmed eggs.
Easter eggs.
Easter eggs specifically. But yeah, that's what it is about. And it was a pretty good movie.
Reminds me of just an old horror film. It's great. Like the Freddy Krueger,
Freddy Krueger.
dies in a tragedy, haunts people.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty,
I like it. Stephen King, right?
yes.
Brilliant. So a little kind of the same topic. We're departing from it a little bit. There was this guy. So that I lived next to this town, Portage, and I forget when it was, but there was this guy, and around Halloween he hung himself from a telephone
Wait, is
pole.
this real?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And
It's got
Wait, you lived
everyone-
in a town that there was like some creepy urban legend?
no, this this guy. So he hung himself on the telephone pole, or like the light post, or like something like that. And everyone thought that it was a Halloween decoration.
Oh man, that's fucked up. What?
wild.
How long did that stay up for?
I couldn't tell you.
until the bones showed.
Man, that's crazy. It's
Start
like
like-
that's a real good Halloween decoration. When did this happen?
I couldn't tell you.
Oh.
Because
Wow.
it's not real.
It might not be real. I think.
Oh, all right.
I
Here
think-
the truth
I
comes out.
think that it. Well, no, because I'm not gonna say
Wow.
it if I. Yeah, I think. That it's real.
I'm gonna need to see a source for that.
I hope to see it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to see a
We
source.
It
gotta-
had to be in the news.
You're
somewhere.
gonna have to look up that
I think
for
that
me,
it was.
and I shouldn't do any of the work.
I'm
Man
just
hangs
pulling-
Provide
himself
me a source.
Yeah,
for Halloween.
I'm just
decoration.
pulling this out of my ass. Actually, I'm just kidding. I didn't make that up, but I don't know if it's real or not.
What's the best movie you guys have seen? Do you guys go to the movies ever? Movie theaters?
I want to do more.
I've been doing it a lot lately. Not a lot. Every
Yeah.
other week, maybe every
Do you
month.
get popcorn?
I get popcorn every time and a large
course.
soda,
I don't-
and I go by myself. Is that weird?
I don't think so.
I think it's
I used to go see it.
wonderful.
I saw.
I thought about going to see it by myself.
You should,
Getting high as fuck and
Dude.
just enjoying it.
dude. That's what I do. I get really high, and then I order popcorn, and then I forget if I paid or not. And then the kid like 16-year-old kid's like, "Yeah, dude, you paid already." And then I go in.
He's like, "Hey, bro, you're good."
But I usually go, like, I'll see a movie, like, a month after it came out, or like I don't know how long movies stay in, but like really long after it came out. So no one's in the theater, and you go to the theater that has like the comfy ass chairs that recline, and you're the only one in there, and you just get this huge fucking screen to yourself to be super stoned and eat a bunch of popcorn and soda.
Where do you
It's
go?
great. I go to sometimes the pavilions. Sorry, I just had a burp. Well, you know, I guess go to the pavilions in Belmar.
Okay.
I really hate areas like Belmar, though. Those like artificial storefront.
Come shop here.
Yeah, it's just all about shopping. It's fucking weird. And people like hang out there. Like, well, let's go to like Yard House and go to the bar there. It's like, why there? It's just a fucking chain of places that exists. Why do you want to go to that place? Like people who goes to the Chili's bar. I mean, sorry, I don't know if you guys do, and I'm ripping on your fucking favorite bar.
I've only gone to Chili's once, and it was for a free meal.
I mean, I'll go to Chili's to eat, whatever. But like, if you go there just to like hang out at the bar and drink, who the fuck does that?
People in the Midwest.
Taco Bell is going to
Yeah.
implement
I mean,
that
well, that's
now.
all. I mean, what?
Taco Bell's
Out
gonna
here though,
implement that, by the way.
nobody.
They're remodeling Taco Bells to have bars.
That's
What?
fucked up.
Dude, someone ripping off illegal Pete's hard.
Yeah, but it's Taco Bell.
Actually, I feel like I've heard about this for a while.
Let's get super drunk.
Yeah,
You're
they
already
did it in
where
a
you
few
wanna be.
places.
I thought Taco Bell was also talking about implementing like smoking lounges, like for weed.
What?
Oh.
I might be wrong on that,
fucked
but I
up.
feel like I heard that when like weed was becoming legal in Colorado, like a while ago. Like they wanted to get in on that.
Yeah, they
That would
should.
be crazy. If a business like Taco Bell did something so pro weed, that would be crazy.
Oh.
That'd be really good. I think that'd be enormous for the business.
I would eat more Taco Bell probably.
I totally would too. Especially like smoke pot there. Shit. How? Okay. So this might be the last topic here. But so how do you guys feel about what are you guys' thoughts on marijuana? Does it make you lazy? Does it enhance your life? What are your guys' thoughts on it?
I think it's the devil's lettuce, as they say.
Satan spinach.
Satan's spinach. I think if you do it, you should be hunted down and shot in the street. No questions asked, no trial. And then just left there for the vultures, honestly.
The heathen you are.
And do you want another hit or
Yes, please. I don't know. I mean, everyone's got their own thing. It's no worse. It's better for you than alcohol, for sure. Like,
Totally
there's
agree.
no argument there. Alcohol is... alcohol, as I'm drinking my wine, is a poison, mostly. And weed is just a little thing that makes you relaxed and stupid.
I think that
Like, who would you trust driving? Someone high or someone drunk?
Someone high for
Obviously,
sure.
someone high. Like, no one could argue.
but there
anything
are
different.
there are some people that would. Oh,
But they're uneducated. They're just plain and
agree.
simple. They're completely uneducated. That's
That's
it.
the fucked
if
up
you were
part,
looking at
though,
the
right?
straight facts of it's stupid that we have this conversation still. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's just it's played out. Like it's just
There are still ads ran in Indiana that make up statistics of Colorado. I saw one that said like vehicle fatalities have increased and deaths due to marijuana and stuff. It's like that's not true.
yeah.
It's just like that's not true. And I saw that and I was like, what the fuck? This is crazy. But it's still done. Like there are propaganda ads still to today about the whole thing. I think that I agree that it's dumb that it's still even a conversation. I think that it's very dependent on the person. I think if you're lazy, it makes you lazier. I think if you're driven, it can make you more driven. I think it can be an enormous enhancement to your life. You know, like how if you guys ever been high like today, have you guys ever been high and been walking down the streets being like, "Fuck, life is good." Because you just like feel like the air on your face. You're like high as fuck. It's beautiful outside. We live in fucking Colorado. Have you
Yeah.
you guys ever had that?
I'm more like, wow, the cities are crazy. I can have that
This
beautiful like
concrete
sober, but then when I
jungle.
get high, I'm like, this is different. This is crazy. This is like beautiful, but like scary.
I get super grateful when I'm high. I'm like, fuck, dude. I live in downtown Denver.
I think weed kind of makes my heart race.
Yeah, like that. Well,
Lately,
there's definitely an
at least.
anxiety thing too.
Yeah, there's definitely an anxiety thing attached to it.
too.
I think you
think it's a
can
good thing,
everything.
though.
You can do everything in excess for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I feel like
It's in
there's a lot of
moderation.
praise for weed that goes around. Like, it's just like only good, and anyone who talks negative about it is stupid, conservative. It's like, honestly, like a lot of people, like, the downfall of, I think, a lot of, not a lot, but some people is weed. Like, that can be a negative aspect of your life.
Exactly.
But I feel like we should be careful praising weed so much because, like, it's not good for everyone. And I like
Well, yeah,
people,
like, we
someone
all know
shouldn't just feel so
people-
comfortable about smoking weed. It's like, it's just weed though. Like, it's not a problem. It's like, it might actually be a
But there
problem.
are
for
some
you.
there are some people that it fucks with you though. Like that's the truth, and you gotta know though. You know, we all know people who just smoke a bunch of weed and who are worthless pieces of shit. That's super harsh, but like you know, like it's true. Like we all know people who just smoke a bunch of weed. That's all they do, and they're not driven. They work at fucking Taco Bell. You know,
But is it the weed though?
I think the weed enhances it. No, I think it's them like fundamentally, but I think that the weed doesn't help though.
Like,
You know,
I feel like the weed. Well, I guess that's the question, really. Maybe there's like don't even like take the weed out of the equation and focus on something else that's causing them stress in their life and fix that problem, and they can smoke the same amount of weed and maybe focusing on maybe they just don't feel like they have value in life, and so you focus on trying to bring them positivity and create value for themselves. Maybe they don't smoke any less or any more, and they like become productive. So maybe it's not
Yeah.
really the weed that's doing it. So it's kind of hard to prove that the weed is having that like
yeah.
shitbag
Well,
lazy
and like
effect on you.
that's my thing. Like the pot doesn't call that. The pot doesn't fix or the pot doesn't cause that. The pot doesn't fix that.
Yeah.
It's just something that you know it might not be helping, but you're right. I think it comes down to a point of like making value for yourself and doing stuff that you know makes you feel fulfilled and being excited about the things that you do. And like if you're doing that, then you're gonna work hard. But if you're not, like you're probably not going to though. You know, like if you're not doing like even if it's your hobby, right? Like say I work in fucking you know whatever. Say I work at some banking job, right? And like I don't like that. But like on the weekends I go, you know, do CrossFit competitions or whatever. That's what I love. I'm probably gonna be probably pretty happy regardless, right? Because I still have that thing in my life that I enjoy doing that brings me value and that makes me fulfilled. And if I don't have anything like that, right? And the dream is to do that with your career. But if I don't have anything that gives me that, like why would I work hard? Did I just go super off on like a crazy like rant?
Yeah, I don't know. I lost. Something about working hard.
Yeah, well, no, because
I was going to respond, but the silence just kept going,
Yeah.
so I just went with it.
Because I meant like pot, right? Like people say, oh, it makes you lazy, but it's like a lot of these people who are lazy, they don't really do anything that fulfills them, though. You know, except for smoking pot.
What fulfills you, Mark?
Smoking pot.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, those glasses on. Dude.
Third day.
I don't know,
Making
like
music.
that's my whole thing. Like, it doesn't hurt, doesn't help. It's a deeper problem than just like, oh, this person smokes weed, so they're bad. You know,
Yeah, you can't judge someone based off what they're exhaling from their mouth.
truth.
Simply foot.
Unless it's like a noxious gas that's like going to kill you.
Yeah, then it's like okay.
But I would assume it would kill them before it went released
Maybe
from their
though.
mouth. Probably on the inhale, it'd have the most effect.
Can pull a booklet, and I did not inhale. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Do your best Woody Allen impression.
I don't know.
I've never done that in my life.
Go ahead, right now.
I don't even know what he sounds like off the top of my head.
Hey, I'm Woody Allen.
Hey, I mean,
Do your best Jerry Seinfeld impression.
I don't know. I mean, going to the thing. That was more like
I
Jay.
can't even do that.
That was more like Jay Leno, yeah.
Kramer, I'm Jerry Seinfeld.
Kramer, what are you doing?
Oh, jeez. Do your best.
You peed on me.
Do you know how to do this one?
Oh my God.
It's the Arnold,
That's
the Arnold
actually
Schwarzenegger. What?
Do your best Tommy Wiseau impression.
Who is that?
Who's that?
The Room. Have you ever seen The Room?
No.
Whoa.
What?
Seriously, have you seen The Room, Mark?
No.
What the fuck? This would be a great podcast topic.
We should live
Holy
tweet it.
shit. We should have a let's watch of The Room. But I have so much to talk about on that subject that you guys don't even know.
Wait, what?
We're going to come back to this.
So
We're
what
gonna tell
is
you
The
what it is.
Room?
It is the worst movie ever made. That's what I would assume it's marketed as. But it is just this movie that was around, I think it was released in like 2004. Just a really low budget movie. The director is Tommy Wiseau. He is from somewhere. No one knows where he's from. He will never say where he's from, but he has like a very thick and noticeable accent. He directed, wrote, and starred in the movie The Room. And it is just a movie about a guy who his girlfriend just was like cheating on him, and then that's about it. But it is just
Did he kidnap
so bad. It is just the worst movie ever. And he is just a terrible actor, but he claims it's a black comedy. Like, do you know what not like African American comedy, not like a Tyler Perry movie.
Yeah, Tyler Perry.
But like that,
Movies are hilarious.
like that dry humor that
God
I don't
damn
know.
it. Anyway, should wrap it up.
Yeah, I
We're
think we're
reaching
done.
time here.
This is Duncan and Friends Podcast, episode 2. Thanks for everyone for watching.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah,
Duncan and
especially
Friends.
if you made it this far. You're a fucking OG, and we love you to death. All right,
Bye.
we're signing off. Bye.